Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to summarize part 1 and part 2 of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is a self-help book published in 1936. It has become one of the best-selling books of all time, with over 30 million copies sold worldwide. The book is divided into 4 parts, and each part is further divided into several chapters. In this summary, we will go through each chapter of the book, one chapter at a time, and discuss the main points that Dale Carnegie discusses in each. Part 1: Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Chapter 1: If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie stresses the importance of avoiding criticism and condemning others. He argues that when we criticize others, we trigger their defenses and cause them to become resentful, defensive, and bitter towards us. He suggests that instead of criticizing, we should try to understand other people's perspectives and motivations. By doing this, we can gain their cooperation and respect. Chapter 2: The Big Secret of Dealing with People. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie reveals what he considers to be the big secret of dealing with people: show genuine interest in them. He argues that people are more interested in themselves than in anything else, and that if we show a genuine interest in them, we can win their favor and influence. He suggests that we ask people about their interests, hobbies, and experiences, and listen attentively to their responses. Chapter 3: He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie emphasizes the importance of making people feel important. He argues that everyone wants to feel important, and that if we can make others feel important, we can win their cooperation and loyalty. He suggests that we praise people for their achievements, listen to their ideas, and acknowledge their contributions. Part 2: 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Chapter 1: Do this and you'll be welcome anywhere. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie suggests that if we want to make people like us, we should become genuinely interested in them. He suggests that we ask them about themselves and their interests, listen attentively to their responses, and remember the details they share with us. He argues that by doing this, we can create a sense of goodwill and rapport with others. Chapter 2: A Simple Way to Make a Good First Impression. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie discusses the importance of making a good first impression. He suggests that we smile, make eye contact, and use people's names when we first meet them. He argues that by doing this, we can create a positive impression that will last. Chapter 3: If you don't do this, you are headed for trouble. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie suggests that if we want to make people like us, we should avoid criticizing, condemning, or complaining. He argues that these behaviors create a negative impression and drive people away. He suggests that instead of criticizing, we should try to understand other people's perspectives and motivations. Chapter 4: An Easy Way to Become a Good Conversationalist. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie discusses the importance of being a good listener. He suggests that if we want to be good conversationalists, we should listen attentively to what other people are saying and show a genuine interest in their ideas and opinions. He argues that by doing this, we can create a sense of rapport and trust with others. Chapter 5: How to interest people. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie suggests that if we want to interest people, we should focus on their interests and desires. He argues that people are more interested in themselves than in anything else, and that if we can tap into their interests and desires, we can win their attention and respect. He suggests that we should ask questions that encourage people to talk about themselves and their interests, and then show a genuine interest in their responses. Chapter 6: How to Make People Like You Instantly. In this chapter, Dale Carnegie suggests that if we want to make people like us instantly, we should use the power of sincere appreciation. He argues that everyone wants to feel appreciated, and that by expressing sincere appreciation for someone's accomplishments, efforts, or qualities, we can create a sense of goodwill and rapport with them. Thanks for watching. To read the full version of the book, click on the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for similar content.